Our second speaker is Lord Ahmad of Wimbledon.
Well, good evening. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. Just a few bits. I think in terms of my biography, a bit of a catch-up. Life's moved on. I've certainly used to be the Vice Chairman of the Conservative Party, but at the back end of 2012, I was delighted to accept an invitation from the Prime Minister to join the government, and I currently serve as the spokesman for Universities and Science in the House of Lords, and I'm also a government whip, which normally, if you're in the House of Commons, instills fears in your colleagues. When you're in the House of Lords, you merely request your colleagues to attend and vote appropriately. Before I start, may I commend the person who's actually filming me at the moment for his terrific ability to gather everyone up. You have a job here in the Parliament, I'm sure, in being able to sort of get people into rank and file. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honour to stand before you today and join in launching these particular awards. I pay tribute to my colleague from across the way in the Commons, Kate Hoey, for sponsoring and supporting and setting up this particular initiative, and also the team behind the awards as well. Now, one would say, you know, when I got an invitation to attend the launch of the Asian Awards, I sort of looked at myself in the mirror and I said, I wonder why I was asked. I think the answer's quite obvious. But is it not incredible that here we are in the world we live in, and you look across in politics, in Parliament, at both houses, you look in the fields of law, of science, of medicine, every field, and you will see the British Asian community flourishing. And I think that's testament to two things. One is the great sentiment and the great commitment and the great perseverance that the first generation of the Asian community, in which I count my parents' generation, came to this country with, often arriving with very little to their name, in terms of what they had, little in terms of property, little in terms of money, but with an unstinting and absolute commitment to make their country, Britain, their own. And I, if I can, just reflect for a few moments that I have on my own personal journey. My father arrived in Glasgow in 1953. Being of Indian Pakistani origin, being in Glasgow in the 50s wasn't the most popular, or could I say the most friendly place for a newly arrived immigrant. But you know what? He came with three key principles. Understand the country, get to know the country, serve the country. Understand the language and the culture. Understand the people that you will be there, who will be part of the society that you're going to make yourself part of. He joined a hockey club, so he met peers of his own age. He enlisted in the local authority, and there he served as a worker helping in care homes. And the other thing is, his first degree that he did was in English literature. And he always used to joke with us that whilst his accent gave away his origins of the state of Punjab in India, his grammar and certainly his literature knowledge was far greater than many others. Moving fast forward, I was very fortunate to be a beneficiary of a good education, but instilled through, again, the desire of my parents, but also the society and the great country I grew up in, a country that I now have the honour to serve as a member of Her Majesty's government. And this is, again, testament to the hard work and perseverance of people who wish to come to the UK and make this their home, and have made this their home over generations, but also the opportunities afforded to us by our great nation, which allows people, through hard work, through perseverance, through meritocracy, to progress to the highest levels in every walk of life. And I'll just conclude my remarks, if I may, by wishing you all well in this initiative. You are part and parcel of this great journey of the British Asian community in our great country. Each and every one of you, representing the different professions that you do, have a part to play. You know, too often migrant communities come under the microscope for the wrong reasons. But it's the community's own words, but more importantly their actions, which demonstrate this isn't just an adopted country, this is our country, for our parents' generation, for our generation, and for generations to come. And it's a pleasure to be with you, to share some of my experiences this evening. Thank you very much.
Click on the screen now if you wish to watch some of our other videos. Also, if you'd like to nominate yourself or someone else for an award, you can do this via our website. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.